What's good, y'all? It is your boy King Cunts here in the Nerds Underground. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe if you're rocking with your boys. I am your host, King Cunts, with the best co-host on YouTube as always. My man Justin is in the building. What's going on, Justin?
What's up, man? Not too crazy. Not too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. It's like Thursday. You hit a K?
I hit a K today.
You hit a K?
I hit a K finally.
What's a K?
K on YouTube.
Oh shit! Hey, I need the clapping sound effects to throw in here for Justin right now. He hit the K on YouTube. Look, it's been a grind for my man Justin. A lot of people don't see it through the grind. They try to take the shortcuts. They try to go this way and that route. But my man Justin, the grind is hit there. How does that feel for you, bro?
Honestly, it's been hard to get to that first K.
What's good, bro?
Especially knowing especially knowing when your boy me and you've talked about it, I could probably really focus on like Marvel and Star Wars and stuff and really shoot off the channel. But like, I don't want to. And going straight with the gaming side, with it being such an overpopulated space, it is an accomplishment to hit that K. So I did it within a year and a half. So
what's going on, Gamer Spidey? What's popping off?
Guys?
Hoping that Rey movie gets canceled. Look, man, there's a lot of things up there in the air, and like talking about things getting canceled. We had to cancel Monday's stream because I've had a long week at work. I had like this. We had the biggest in my area. We have this thing called Fast Track. Basically, where all these businesses come into play, and like you just get in one place and have an expo. So I had to do that Tuesday night and Wednesday night, and it was like, yo, if I got to do those 2 nights, I don't really got time with the fam. So it's like,
to ask you, man, how's everything going, man? Everything settling down a little bit.
Everything's going good. Work, I feel like at this point, it's never settling down. It's just going to be work. Work is just going to work at this point. But I will say I got fucked up Tuesday night during our VIP night. I had a little bit one too many drinks at the event.
One too many drinks.
I had one too many drinks at the event, and it had me a little hammered on Tuesday night. But we good. We had Thursday night. I had to suffer from the hangover a little bit on yesterday, but we good because it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, and we got a good show to get into tonight. By the way,
yes, sir.
Ignore the Titans jersey. This is not a sign. This is not anything of excitement right now. This is really it's laundry day. I don't really got much.
I was about to ask, I
don't got much laundry put on.
What's going on?
Look, and I could say it's like an homage to Derrick Henry because, it's not much more longer that I'll be able to really wear this jersey until he retires, But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I make it look good, though. You know what I mean? I actually look like I should probably put the pads on right now. I actually look like, But let me line Justin though. I heard Justin use a running back and put you on the other side. I feel like I'd get leverage on you right now. You know what I mean? What's going on, CC Lotus? What's popping off? Skywalker's Academy. Justin said, "Don't tempt me." He said, "I ain't don't kill her, but don't push me."
Look, it's right.
It's right over there. I see it back there. Yeah. I see it back there. Probably won't fit no more, but I see it. I see it.
Probably won't, honestly.
Yeah. People's heads tend to get bigger the older we get.
I got a lot more hair than I did then. So.
Yeah, man. Like from the time I started out, I put on a helmet. Probably like 2 years after I graduated college, and I put on a helmet. And I was a large in high school, and I went for the large helmet. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Was a large too, bro.
It didn't work.
I can put that thing now.
Yeah, it didn't work. So
Rebel speeds don't fit as well as they used to. I feel like,
Yeah, I feel you. So look, man. Like we had to cancel the stream on Monday, but we back at it. Ain't nothing really popping. Ain't nothing really changing there. But when it comes to somebody else canceling shit, that holds a lot bit more weight. And the person I'm talking about here is Bob Iger. This news dropped earlier this week. I want to say it dropped, 2 days ago? Or maybe on Wednesday. The Hollywood Reporter reported things that Bob Iger just came out and said, basically talking about like a lot of things are going to get the boot and how we need to get the quality of these things going on over there at Disney back up and on par. So let's get over here into this article just so I can read these quotes state by state because I ain't get to read them yet. But here's just a little bit of what he had to say, and I'm reading this from Screen Geek because Justin. Sometimes you pull up the whole article. You don't want to read the whole article.
Nah, bro. Sometimes it's a little too crazy to
It's
do
a little
all
too
that.
crazy to read the whole article. But he did give a lot of good stuff in here. There's a lot of meat in these potatoes. So pause. Let's read into it. He says you have to kill things you no longer believe in, and that's not easy. And that's the cost of business because you either have gotten started or you sunk some costs, or it's a relationship with either your employees or the creative community. Iger said it's not an easy thing, but you have to make those tough calls. We've actually made those tough calls. We have not been public about it, but we've killed a few projects already that we just don't feel are strong enough. Bob Iger adds, he says he's been spending a lot of time with creators watching these films, giving detailed notes in these films, engaging in respectful processes that results in improvements when it comes to these films. However, one of Iger's most interesting comments surfaced when discussing Marvel and the possibility that audiences are facing studio fatigue. He says a lot of people that are audience. He says a lot of people think it's audience fatigue. It's not audience fatigue. They want great films, and if you build it great, they will come. And there are countless examples of that. Some are ours, and some are others. Oppenheimer is a perfect example of that. Just a fantastic film. Focus is really important. We reduce the number of output of Marvel, both number of films they make and the number of TV shows. And that really becomes critical. But I feel good about the team. I feel like we're making. I feel good about the IP we're making. I talked a lot about projects. We've looked ahead. We've looked years ahead, really, and it's it's iterative, iterative, iterative. Is that the word? Iterative, and it's iterative, iteration. Maybe, whoever knows. Oppenheimer's really look, bro. I have not even cracked open Oppenheimer yet. Like I have not tapped that
Me
chain
either,
once
bro.
on Peacock. Like I want to. It's there. I just ain't touched it yet. Pause. Not only do you look at the films you're making, but you also look at every part of that process, who the directors are, who's being cast, reading scripts. I personally watch films 5 to 3 times with the team and just create a culture of excellence and respect, which is really important with the creative community. Again, the track record speaks for itself. Look, man, Bob Iger ain't do nothing that day but spit facts. At the end of the day, I want to key in on this line here, and then we'll get into some of the things that we think that they've already canceled. But let's look at it here. He said a lot of people think it's audience fatigue, and it's not audience fatigue. They just want great films. That's what
Yes.
smart people have been saying from the jump, right?
What's up, C-Dub?
What's going on, C-Dub? Like, Justin, I feel like it's been the common thing, like the normie thing, the common thing, just to come out there and shout superhero fatigue. And to me, that's been the biggest piece of bullshit that's been out there since people been saying superhero fatigue. I've
True.
never felt the superhero fatigue. Like I've never walked out of the movie and felt like I'm done with superhero movies. They're coming out with too much of this shit. It was more so of a that just wasn't a good movie. That was like I did not like that superhero movie. It wasn't like I was ever done with the superhero movies. And even to the point to where you say they're making look, you can say this, Justin. You can say they're making too much content. They're putting too much into it. But that doesn't relate to superhero fatigue.
No,
That relates to the quality, Justin. And that relates to
exactly.
the quality. So this again, I don't know what type of moves Disney is trying to make public wise, especially when it comes to Marvel. But it just feels like to me that Bob Iger is intent on saying the right things and getting them out there to the people who he knows matters most. Look, Bob Iger knows that this comment and this statement is not going to go out to the millions and millions of people who come out to watch Marvel and Disney movies, right? But he knows the people that really drive the narrative in those conversations, the people who really be passionate enough to go and comment under these articles on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you see your shit from, they are the ones who he needs to sway and hear. That being said, damn, he's doing a pretty good job of getting us back in, bro. Like I don't know, like I'm feeling like we're making the right changes. We haven't seen it yet, but Justin, are you kind of getting just? This is the second time we've talked about Bob Iger in like 2 months. Are you
Yeah.
feeling the wave? Are you feeling the good energy, the good vibes that are coming from Bob Iger right now?
I mean, it's on the Marvel side, yes, right? I feel like, especially with even their cutting their revamping and reworking of like the Marvels and what was that last? What was the one before that? Echo.
Echo. Mm-hmm.
Given how those end up coming out, and they actually end up being pretty, shockingly not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
just people are. That's when I will say, kind of like the fatigue of shit movies has kicked in, because if that if that movie if those movies well that movie and that show came out like during that how hype we were during Endgame, that those movies would not feel as they do. And so seeing how they were able to kind of tone it up and get a good work out of that, and then hearing him say this is like, okay, on the Marvel side, I see them. I see that. I
Yeah.
see them making changes.
You see it in the
You
works.
know, Star Wars.
Star Wars
I,
is another conversation.
I still don't know.
But but it feels like
But
Iger has only been talking to Marvel. Like I don't really see
feels like it
much of
too.
Iger talking to Star Wars right now.
Exactly.
And that could just be because Star Wars, maybe he just has no faith.
Could be, and if that's the case, that's very sad.
Like,
Honestly,
and Bob Iger seems to be a very, pretty kind of smart to how people will react. I think that's a key thing that you have to have in business these days is really understanding how both sides of the aisle are going to react when it comes to anything you say publicly, especially when you're talking about someone like Kathleen Kennedy.
yeah,
And you can't be too hypercritical of Kathleen Kennedy when you're making the moves that you're making as Bob Iger. To be real, as
true.
Bob Iger, as he probably looks at it, he probably looks at it and not say this is how he's doing or not. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's looking at it to say, you know what? Like I gotta let this bitch fall straight in her face, bro. Like I gotta let this bitch like just wipe out because if I try to
Yeah,
fire her and make these moves, this side is gonna call me something that I'm not. I'm just a businessman. But meanwhile, the fact that all these politics came into play and everything like that, and everything that we do is inevitable. Like politics got into Sydney Sweeney's boobs, bro. Like politics get into everything, bro. Everything. So
yeah.
if he's like, I gotta chill on her. I can talk about what we're doing over there in Marvel, but to be real, I just gotta let this girl fall, or just let her make the right, let her make the right mistake and putting Dave Filoni in charge or some shit. Like
Yeah.
whatever she's doing, he's gonna let her do it because I feel like he probably feels like it's not worth the fight until he has a movie or two movies to be like, this is the issue why.
Yeah, but that being said, it sucks because, bro, like I hate to bring it to like real people shit. Well, bro, if anybody has brought the amount of wild publicity and bad statements
Mm-hmm.
and no, I mean, bro, they haven't come out with a legitimate movie in what, almost almost 7 years. So most people, like, one, it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yep.
Two, it's like most people would get fired for a track record like that.
Look, man, like
So
we said, they need to have that NFL type of timeline, bro.
bro, they need to, they do, because bro, they're supposed to have a movie out in 2026, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or else she's gonna get it. No, 2025, or else she's gonna get in trouble. We already know they're not making that.
Yeah.
So the fact that, like, I
Yeah.
don't get it, man. And there's people out there like, Star Wars needs time, bro. They've had 6 years. How much time do you fucking need at this point?
Mm.
So
That's just where we lay now. When it comes to things that he wants to cancel, I got this list here, everything that's coming out, and I feel like 75% of this shit that I'm about to say, bro, needs to be put in the can. I
probably,
skipped past 97. I skipped because, we got the release date for 97. What's good, Mr. Griffin?
what's up, Griff?
The Griff. We good on X-Men 97. We good on Deadpool 3. I don't need to start there.
Yep.
Agatha. If he came out with this statement 2 years ago, this shit probably would have been canned.
Yeah.
This shit probably would have been canned. Not to say it can't be a good show, but it's probably
And I
not
like
going to
Catherine
be.
Hahn too, because
I love Catherine Hahn.
she's a good actor.
I love Catherine Hahn. She's got
And
like
you just doxed your email.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Damn. I got a strong password. Let me not challenge people though.
People just gonna email email the hell out of you.
No, they can email me all they want to. I got that quick block. I got that quick block. Ain't nothing the quick block don't. Look, I be giving out my email anyway, bro. That's like my business email.
Yeah, that's why I need to make one of those. So
yeah, that's my email. That's on my LinkedIn and shit. It's just out there. You know,
I need to put one for my YouTube. You know, like the kiss the sponsors want to come through.
You know what? That's actually a good idea. You know.
Yeah.
It's actually a good idea, but what's not a good idea is to continue with Captain America: Brave New World. Like
No,
I don't.
Bro.
So when it comes to Captain America: Brave New World, on the scale of 1 to 10, I wanted to cancel it. I'm at a good 7. Now, practicality of will they actually cancel it? There's no way in hell they're going to actually cancel this movie because it feel like a major slap in the face to them.
You know what? This is the one I will say. I don't want them to cancel it.
Why not?
Because let's be kind of. I mean, there could be a lot of things riding on this. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of things, such as what?
The future of Captain America. What are y'all gonna do with this Captain America? How are y'all gonna really make Sam Wilson semi cool and people love him? How are y'all gonna wrap this thing up with the Red Hulk, since y'all already introduced that he's coming? There's a lot of things that could be good with this movie, but again, how are y'all gonna execute?
I'll sum that up. Like we'll get back to it because I think there's going to be another movie. We'll get back to it. I think there's a perfect way that they can use one movie to sum this up, and I'll tell you where. Thunderbolts. Definitely need to cancel that shit.
Yeah.
It's seeming like, and you know, based on some of the things I've been hearing on stream too from other streams, it seems like, bro, this is even going to be more of like a She-Hulk, Captain Marvel. Not quality wise, but when it comes to just the girl power.
And I love Florence Pugh, but like,
I love Florence Pugh too. And talk about a good performance. I liked her a lot in Dune, like Dune 2. Like Dune 2, she's never looked better.
She's a good actor.
She's a good actor, and she's never looked better than she looked in that movie. So I gotta give it up for Dune 2. Fantastic Four, of course, you gotta swing for the fence for this.
Yes.
Look, we live in a crazy world where Fantastic Four, bro. We live in a crazy world with a Fantastic Four. We don't really know what they're gonna have, like what's gonna happen with this movie. If you had told me 5 years ago, 5 years ago at this point that we was getting a Fantastic Four MCU, I would have been finally. I would have been so hyped. I would have been like, let's go, drop that shit right now. There's never been a time that I wanted them to pump the brakes and take the time and get a movie right than it's been for this movie. And not even to say, look, take the time, do it right, and recast Reed Richards. Get rid of Pedro Pascal.
They're not going to.
I know they're not going to, but just do it, damn it. Like, bro.
They're not going to,
bro,
man.
Like, look, you know, I'm talking about the things that Bob Iger is saying, but Bob Iger can't make all the moves. And, like, I'm pretty sure every time Bob Iger sits there and looks at Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, he probably, like, shakes his hand or does some type of twitch that he does when he gets annoyed. Because I feel like every rich person has like a twitch or has just like a certain kind of reaction when some shit don't make sense, bro. Like I've seen it too many times. Like they have some type of reaction when some shit finna cost them money. That's the true shit. It's not because they're weird, but yo, that feeling of money leaving don't like it gives you a bodily reaction.
So it's the mustache, bro. They just need to cut the fucking mustache.
It's not just the mustache. It's
it
the
is
fact that
it's the fact. It's awful.
It's the fact they're not in the place and time right now to where they could even think about doing something other than making Reed Richards white. And I'm just gonna say it, like,
bro. We say that, but like, I'd rather them do this than fucking do Mila Kunis.
Yeah, you can't do that either.
I don't know why I can't think of her
Yeah,
name.
no. Now is not the time.
The fact that they were thinking about that,
yeah,
and then what we're getting, I'm definitely okay with fucking Pedro and to me, it's not that far off of me thinking Pedro Pascal, but cut the fucking mustache off. Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Or I mean, you know, David Diggs was a name that was thrown out there for
that was fucking dumb. Yeah,
for the thing. No, I think that would have been straight for the thing. He's Jewish.
I wasn't with it.
He's Jewish. He's black. Like if that's gonna be somebody that you race swap,
do it. Nah, bro.
I don't care.
I remember telling you why I didn't like this.
What? Because he's gonna be a rock the whole time. Why didn't you like it?
The one black person we're gonna have in the movie, y'all just quickly made a Rock.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna have a black person in the movie, so what does it even matter?
Well, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
So be fine with the black
that.
person being a Rock.
No,
all right, he's the best person to be a Rock.
He's the one brother in the thing is gonna be.
And in this case, he ain't even black. And in this case, he ain't even black. In this case, he Jewish. He ain't getting the role because he black. He getting the role because he Jewish, bro.
Either way,
in this case, he was Jewish.
With what they have. I'm fine with it. You're making me more and more fine with Pedro Pascal. Just cut the fucking mustache off.
Look, I'm not fine with Pedro Pascal. Like, look, he could do a good job, but I'm in approval mode right now. Like, to be real, like it's.
We know you just want Andrea Lincoln. It's fine.
Yes, I just want Andrew Lincoln. Don't disrespect the man. Look, I got to talk about it later. Don't disrespect the man because he's on top of the game right now. And he's showing everybody right now why he should have been Reed Richards. Every single time he speaks, he's showing why he should have been Reed Richards. Every single time he opens his mouth and talks, he's showing why he should have been Reed Richards. You're talking about him
like I talk about Patrick Mahomes, man.
Maybe he is.
No,
maybe,
no,
maybe Rick motherfucking Grimes is, bro. But look, we all know that's safe. Blade, look, I'ma just, we're Nerve Benders, all right? There's no secret to it. So when we talk about shit, we hear over Nerve Bender shit. We hear shit over there at Nerve Bender's tower. We want to bring it over here and talk about it every once in a while. People over there were talking about, Josh specifically, canceling Blade and making it into Midnight Suns. That was the smartest thing I've heard in that whole entire stream. Same thing that I'm feeling with Pedro Pascal, and same kind of just uneasiness about like the Marvel's track record and shit. If this was 5 years ago and you told me he was getting Blade in the MCU, I'd be like, drop that shit today. But now after everything that we've heard that's been going on around Blade, Mahershala Ali fucking with the director, all these rewrites, and the Mahershala Ali this, Mahershala Ali that, bro. Cut the crap.
Stop to
cut
let
the
it
bullshit.
Go. Yep.
Let the movie go. If Mahershala Ali wants to be Blade, let him be Blade. But without the movie, let him continue to be Blade. If not, hey, no love lost. We'll catch you on the next one. You was already Cottonmouth. It's all good. Recast a different Blade and put it, like, you don't even have to recast because we ain't even seen him in anything.
Yeah, true.
So just do Midnight Suns. Mahershala Ali is I don't really care, bro. I get he has an Oscar, but I mean, let's be real. He won an Oscar off a movie I didn't even feel like watching.
Bro, I'm good, man.
I'm good.
I don't need it.
It's the name, and it's kind of the name with this shit too. Like, now he does fit. Now I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. Just because I'm saying cancel the movie. Because look, he does fit the persona. Like when you talking about somebody that looks like he can do that shit. Look, okay, he can get weird, but he ain't worth putting out a mid movie.
No, bro.
He's not worth putting out a mid movie. So with that being said, if I was Bob Iger, I'd cancel this shit. Because ain't no way in hell that's coming out next year. Ironheart, I've expressed this before. They need to do whatever they can to keep Ironheart. Look, I'm going to be real. They do the right things with Riri Williams, with Dominique Thorne. They're going to be straight.
Wait, are you only keeping her for the booty?
No.
Because I'm sorry, there's a lot of nice booty out there, and we can live without her.
No, not even that. She did a great job. I really feel like she was one of the brighter spots in Wakanda Forever, and not to say like she was an amazing performance or what have you, but like she was just real. She was believable in a movie where we had to sit there and believe that Shuri was Black Panther and had all this strength while looking like a twig. Like she's got this Black Panther strength and she ain't getting no type of muscle. She's just lean and ripped and shit. Like in the world where we're living like that.
Not even ripped, bro. Let's calm down.
It's not. It wasn't even ripped. The suit made her look more ripped, bro. The suit tried to make her look more ripped or defined, but it didn't do a good job. It did not do a good job of that.
No.
Let's see here. But you know what I mean, like, bro, it's worth keeping her, bro. Come on, dog. It's worth keeping the show alive. Just find a way to make it different.
Look, we know she got cakes. We know she got cakes, but I'm sorry. No, we don't need her character
We need her cat. What am I doing? This is
for
lasting way
them to
too
waste
long.
a whole bunch of money on no.
We need her
And
character.
do not get this stream copyrighted because of this. No.
It just might get copyrighted because of this.
No, Kendall.
I'm
This
just
is
saying.
not worth it. Just to
I'm
see her
just saying.
cakes.
I'm just
We
saying.
get it, man. She's thick. And she's
She ain't
very
even thick. She's
beautiful.
not thick. She's not
She's
thick. It's just finesse. It's
she's
finesse.
thick. She's
But look,
thick.
they're supposed to be tying in with rumors of Ironheart. I mean, a Kang, right, and all this stuff. I think there's a way they can still make it work. Like, especially if back when I was really hoping they were going to do something with Doom. If they do something, even something with Mephisto, and make it tie in to this multiversal saga, or make it tie into shit, maybe even Devil's Reign. Like, tie it into something that could even be going in with Spider-Man, so we could see maybe her and Spider-Man interact. Like, that type of stuff is what you can do with Ironheart. Until you get your reboot, when you get a Tony Stark in, not to say she's replacing Tony Stark, because nobody could, especially not a little black girl, because they're just two completely different, opposite people. I would like to see the spunk that she got to be in the movie. Like, when I think about her, do you think they should just not show Haley Steinfeld no more?
Here's my thing.
Like, I feel like her and Haley Steinfeld and the Marvelani like on par.
With Haley Steinfeld, as much as I love me some Haley Steinfeld, you can cut her out.
Yeah, cut the Young Avengers out.
Iman,
Yeah.
I would keep him on, but don't put her at Young Avengers. No.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly though, take as much as I love her, take her out of being what's her Kate Bishop,
Mm-hmm.
and put her figure fucking something out with Sony, and maybe have her come back later as actually Gwen.
Nah, I hate when that. I don't want him to do that with her.
I
I
do.
don't want to see her as
I don't
Gwen.
want. I don't want
want
to see her
I
as.
don't want to see her as Gwen, bro.
Why?
She doesn't fit her. I feel like she actually doesn't look like a Spider Woman, like in real life. Like, I feel like she doesn't. Like, it doesn't match to me. Maybe I have to see it.
Why? I'm so curious. Why?
Maybe I have to see it. I just don't see it in her.
I think you have to see it, bro. I
I
think you
have to
have to
see it.
see it.
I have to see it. One,
I'm
she's
not
too
sold.
old. One, to me, she feel a little too old to be playing her. Like, same thing with Shamik Moore. Like, I feel like they're both
okay,
too old.
Shamik Moore. I'm sorry. Like, no,
Oh, he's definitely too old.
he looks even way too old.
Yo, Shamik Moore was
Miles.
in a. Shamik Moore was like
Was
20
dope
when I was watching. Yeah, well, not even dope. That movie, The Get Down. Remember that show, The Get Down on Netflix? He was in The Get Down. That was a long time ago. That was like that was like 2013.
Yes. So I mean, look, I like Shamik Moore too, but no, I'm sorry, brother, you can't be Miles because
Haley can be. Haley can be Gwen. Yo, look at you.
But
simping.
Haley can be Gwen.
Looking at you simping. Chat. Can Haley be Gwen?
I will simp for Haley.
Can Haley be a live action Gwen? But I can't. But I can't simp for Riri. That's wild, bro.
Bro, okay, but no,
man, that's wild, dog. Next up, we got Kang Dynasty. Kang Dynasty is already canceled. That's
done. It needed to be.
Daredevil Born Again, that shit better slap. What I'm saying is, like, y'all talking all this tough stuff, y'all dropping all these pictures and shit, letting people automatically see what's happening. It just better slap. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it has no choice but to slap.
What if season 3? I'm indifferent. I would hate for you to cancel it. Actually, I guess that makes me not indifferent. I would hate for them to cancel it, but I wouldn't be devastated.
Exactly. I'm right there with you.
I guess that is the definition of indifferent. Armor Wars, cancel it.
Yeah. Yeah. As you said, we are Nerd Avengers. So when Josh brought up the part about the Rhodey part,
what was the Rhodey part?
What happened to Rhodey, how he would technically be a Skrull in this point too. It is.
Fuck that. No.
I don't know
Uh,
about that.
Untitled live action Wakanda series. Cancel it, bro.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
unless it's a teenager T'Challa, cancel it. Now I'll
Yeah.
watch a teenager T'Challa, and when I say T'Challa, I mean T'Challa, son of T'Challa, not T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. If it's a show about a somehow a teenage T'Challa, son of T'Challa, I'm here for it. Like if they would give us like a little taste of what this Black Panther could be, like just showing him how smart he is, or just showing us like a little bit what this T'Challa could be, and you can use this as a way to be like, yep, he's this age now. Which I don't find that like too kind of wild to me, bro, because like they've done funny things with age with kids before. When I'm thinking about what happened with motherfucking Endgame, with
Yeah.
Endgame and Scott Lang, like you tell me 5 years was like that, like what happened, bro? 5 years don't make somebody look 21 like that, bro.
Yeah, Cassie Cassie came back looking
Yo, Cassie should have came back looking like she trying to get her learners, but she came back
bro.
looking like she on her sophomore year of college, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
she can drink and everything now. It's crazy.
so yeah, that's like they can do some shit. If they do that, that's fine, but that's not what they would do. It looks like they're gonna focus on Okoye too. If it's focused on Okoye, cancel it. Even though I do have to pause on that because remember that scene, like the best scene, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
But they have
That
a
was a
mystique though.
fire ass scene.
I think they'd have to balance the mystique of the Dora Milaje. And to be real, if it's something like that and they're focusing on Dora Milaje, you know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a whole lot of alphabeting going on in that shit, bro.
So, anyways, yeah,
So,
no,
but I mean,
no,
like,
yeah,
let's be
not a
real.
good. It's not a
Let's
good
be
idea.
real. It's not a good idea, dog.
It's not a good idea.
I'm just keeping 100, bro. I mean, I'm at a point right now in my life, Justin. At a point right now in my life, bro. I just want to keep it 100, bro. To keep it a
Yeah,
we know what they would do with the Dora Milaje story. With a group full of military women with their heads shaved, you know what type of way they try to put them on screen.
yeah, whole bunch of love stories, man.
Yeah. So with that being said, this is not the time. This is not the best time. Not
No,
because it's not right or nothing like that. It's just like, yo, I just know how motherfuckers react on Twitter.
no, they don't need that smoke right now. They need some like good wins.
Especially around T'Challa. Now look, this
Yeah.
live action animated Wakanda series. I mean, this animated Eyes of Wakanda series. I can be here for that. Again, anything animated, like it's hard to turn me off from it because it's easy to separate animated from what's going on in live action.
Yeah,
I'm yet to hear people say like What If was a shit show because I mean it is What If. Now What If was live action, it probably feel like a shit show. But it's not because you just hold it to a different standard with the live action shit. So yeah, Eyes of Wakanda, keep that. For Spider-Man freshman year, I'm indifferent.
I'm indifferent on that too. I'll be real.
They could cancel it. I feel like it's been announced too long for them to like not be at the same place as X-Men. I don't know. My hype for this show is really going down a lot. Like they dropped those pictures a while back, bro. And it just feels like nothing more has come out of it. You remember those pictures where you got the black Norman Osborn with the waves and shit?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
This feels like nothing more has come out of it, dog.
It's also kind of like, what is this? Honestly, I don't want this released either way until they figure out what is going on with Sony. To be honest.
Let's see here. Marvel Zombies. I fuck with zombies, so we gonna keep that for me. Here's the cancel shit. Cancel. There's Vision Quest. Wonder Man. Cancel that shit. Like, bro, I don't even want to see Wonder Man brought into the movies, dog. Like, some people don't even. If Wonder Man is in a movie, he needs to be somebody that's like in the opening scene. I'm talking like a Batroc. Not as a villain, but like as a and that's something they probably should do more of. We got a lot more villains as cameos than we actually got like heroes. There's like the hero cameos they wanted to keep around and shit. But like for the villain cameos, we got like from Batroc to damn, his name is blanking on me, but he's from Falcon. He's from Captain America. Crossbones, I think his name. Oh man, I cannot remember his name. Um, but we got him in there. Like you just get a lot of good like villains that pop up in cameos, and we need that back. So maybe we get that to work with the heroes popping up as cameos. And then you got Nova down here. They should do Nova. I think Nova is somebody that it can be won over, especially if it's the right person. Justin fixing something.
Sorry, my fucking mic was like the stand was falling off.
Hold on, Justin. Justin got a new mic, y'all.
Yeah, I did. That's why I asked you earlier.
Justin got a new mic, y'all. What mic you get?
It's the Blue Yeti Classic.
Okay, it sounded good.
It's actually I have to mess with the settings because it sounds a little hinty of robotic.
I can hear it a little bit.
So
But it sounds better than the other one.
Yeah.
And it's not like the other one sounded bad. It's just the other one sometimes it sounded like you just
not there. That's pretty fucking bad. But this I have to mess around with the settings on the back end. So
look, man, all in all, like Marvel got a lot of shit they need to cancel, bro.
They kind of do, bro. It's kind of sad.
And I don't know, it's weird to think how we got here with Marvel like that because it was like, yeah, we was riding high, and then now, like, you know, they announced all this stuff coming out, we'd be hyped for it, blah, blah, this and that. But then it was like, I'm trying to think in my mind, was there ever a point where it's like, bro, why are y'all coming out with that? And I think it was not necessarily like, I don't think it ever turned into why are y'all coming out with that. I think it stopped at, I'm not really talking about this show. So like with the Ironheart show that was that was announced before I saw what she had on screen, I was like, and they're coming out with the Ironheart series. Oh, and Rhodey's getting his own movie.
Yeah.
But they're dropping the Fantastic Four. Like we finally getting the Fantastic Four. Like we finally getting our like, it's a different tone. Now it's just cancel all that shit. And it's a different thing. So look. Whatever Bob Iger's gonna do, I'm gonna put my faith in Bob. Like I was putting my faith in Kevin, but right now, for the here and now, I want to put my faith in Bob. Is Bob gonna check Kevin? I don't know. Is Kevin on the hot seat? Probably. That's another question. Like, is Kevin?
I wouldn't say he's on the hot seat. First of all, if Kathy's able to stay, there better be a pretty decent leash for
what's up, J Field?
Kevin. That's just my thought. What's up, J Field?
Look, here's the thing. When you're on a mediocre team, you can have a mediocre coach. But when you need your team to be firing on all cylinders, you need your team to be bringing in what they're bringing in, and that's Marvel. You live on a higher standard. And I even think Kevin Feige doesn't even want to go out like that. So I feel like he'd understand if he was on the hot seat and he'd want to move on too because he don't want to hurt his name. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it's more pressure on Kevin because of what's been delivered over these years and just how they've carried them than what's on Kathy. And I feel like Kathy has a lot more, it's bad to say it, I feel like Kathy got a lot more excuses than what Kevin has. And not to say that valid excuses.
Wild.
Not to say that valid excuses, but, I mean, and my rationale behind that might disrespect a lot of Star Wars fans, but she can be like, Star Wars fans just don't like anything, Kevin. I mean, Bob. Look what happened with the prequels. They didn't like those, Bob, and over time they're starting to like it. And, she could even point to Bad Batch and some of the things they're doing with Bad Batch and how over time they're gonna make people like just excuses, this type of bullshit that Bob Iger can probably read through, but those are the excuses that Kathy has to throw out there, though, a lot more than what Marvel has to throw out there.
I feel like Marvel, they have a little more one. They're actually coming out with actual shit, like movies and stuff. So,
and it's mid. What's the point of dropping shit if it's shit?
Well, I mean,
you're getting it out your system, I guess.
But you got to work out the mid at this point. They're at that point where they got to kind of work out of the mid. Because, bro, me and you have said this multiple times, man. The Marvels is not that bad. It's not bad. It's rewatchable, 100%. Even Echo,
I don't know if
rewatchable.
it's rewatch. I don't know if it's rewatchable. I did rewatch it.
I don't know
I just
about
don't know if it's
Echo being
rewatch. I don't know.
rewatchable,
I
but
mean, I don't.
to me, the
The
Marvels is
Marvels.
rewatchable.
I
Is it my
rewatched it.
favorite? And fuck no, but it's not that bad. Star Wars, bro, they have 3 movies that are all controversial.
Mm,
They have 3 movies that literally go have people wondering if they should even make another Star Wars. They have shows that are reliant on a baby Yoda to pull it and get it some notoriety. And even then, the last season is kind of known to be kind of a drop off from the past ones.
yeah.
They have cancellation after cancellation after cancellation.
Yeah.
And that's not even Iger coming out saying no. These guys just don't have what they need and having creative differences. They they have they have what's her face throwing directors or wannabe directors or whoever they're trying to work with under the bus live, literally live.
That's that's them excuses, man.
That's
Like
not a good excuse though.
good or bad, this thing's Kathy
She's literally
can
the
doctor
reason
up.
for some of these.
That's she's gonna dump it off on him. She might
At
think you
this
might
point,
say
bro,
she's the
she's the
reason.
reason for these.
You might say she's the reason, not to her. If you're the reason for it, you step down or you put somebody in charge. But to her, she ain't the reason for it. It's everybody else. I get like that's just
Bro,
how they think, bro. That's how. That's
I'm
how.
sorry. If
That's
Bob
how they
Iger
think.
can't see that she is literally the reason, he
Well, we
needs to
talked
probably
about
hang it
Bob
up
earlier,
too.
though. We talked about Bob, like why, like my thoughts on why Bob wouldn't want to pull the trigger on her.
I don't care, man. There comes a time where you got to do something. She threw um Donald Glover under the bus, bro. Like
He is a
for a
busy
movie that
man.
should not be made too. Like, what are we talking about, man? It's not.
So I feel you. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't feel you, because I feel you, bro. I feel you. But at the same time, there's still more excuse. Like they Marvel doesn't have that same. Like Marvel's only excuse is we made a bunch of money and we just wanted to go gung ho and make a lot of content, and
I mean,
it's
their
been
excuse
there. We
is
ain't been
y'all
able to keep the
forced us
quality
to
up.
start making content,
Did they force them?
TV shows. Yeah,
I don't know if it was force or if it was ambition. I feel
I'm
like it might
pretty
have been
sure it's
Faggots
forced.
ambition. Might have been a mix of both. Might have been a mix of both. Might have been a mix of both. But look, all that aside, like you said with Marvel, we're going through the shit. You know, when your stomach is hurting, the only thing you can do is shit it out. Shit still got dropped. The shit still got dropped, and that's what's happening with Marvel right now. So yeah, it's stinky, but we're gonna be feeling better after shit's out of here. Business growing pain. Hey, it is. But
Yeah.
at the same time, bro, like if Marvel could have done what they wanted to do, it just would have been wild. It would have been really unprecedented. Like
Yeah.
if they really could have kept up that quality out, like with all of these movies and all of these shows, they really would have been on top. And I think there's ways they could have done it. There's projects that they could have done differently. There were things, different characters that they could have focused on. They just chose to go the wrong direction.
Yeah. I mean, they even developed their own character that
Mm-hmm.
was pretty fucking good in Shang-Chi. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
they have that's what again right there is it's they have a way to be better, but it's
And speaking of
as
Shang-Chi,
you
you
say, we
reminded
got to
me.
get through it.
Speaking of Shang-Chi, you reminded me. They need to just take every single thing that they're doing with all of these new Avengers and just put them in Shang-Chi. The story. Listen to me. The story that you were doing with the Captain with Falcon America, the story that whatever story you're about to do with, who's the other Avengers that they're gonna have in motherfucking Avengers 5? Like things that you may do with Captain Marvel, like whatever. All of that's like all of these like characters that we really don't give a f about, other than Doctor Strange, because we care about Doctor Strange a little bit, I guess, for some reason.
Because he's semi OG,
Because
kind of.
he's semi OG. You know, put Spider Man in there too. But put all of this stuff in Shang-Chi. Like, if Spider-Man is going to be Devil's Reign, Shang-Chi needs to be Avengers like 0.5, like 2 point, what was Avengers, like 4.5 or whatever, right? Make Shang-Chi the encapsulation of everything that's going on Earth for these things that we just don't care about. And I think there's ways that they could tie in the government. Like, first of all, the story that they are going through with Captain America: Brave New World, that shit sounds like tragic, bro. Like, that shit sounds like it's really gonna fall flat on his face. Because once again, just like what they had to do with his show, they're having to do with the movie because of real world stuff, and them not having the cojones to go forward with it. I get it. So, to me, that's like, you gotta cut that story out somehow. You gotta get rid of that story out somehow. So, make it about Wong getting the Avengers together. Something like we did at the end of that movie. You even got Bruce Banner popping up in there, right? Like, have all of these things come together, and you can either make that movie a jumping point into what you're doing with the Hulk, or make it a jumping point into what you could be doing with even Falcon America. But I think they all need to be on screen at this point together.
Yeah.
I think at this point you need to find a way to get everybody that you're going to try to have in Avengers 5. What's going on, Smokey?
Smokey.
I think that we're at the point where everybody that you're going to try to have in Avengers 5, you need to put them on the same screen.
Yeah.
Like, you need to put them in the same movie and condense all these extra ancillary stories that they're doing. Now, are they going to do that? Probably hell not. But to me, that's a way out. That's a way out of this shit. Green Beezy, what's going on, dog? What's going on, Green Bear and Nerd Mafia?
Some Nerd Mafia.
Now, look, that being said, let's talk about the Star Wars. Let's talk about the Star Wars. And we're going to go over here to Nerd Avenger Tower real quick to hear what was being said about the Star Wars.
Yeah, Josh gave us a little key, so we can go in there real quick.
I think the movie will actually be successful. And I also want to share an absolutely absurd rumor that I
Nerd Mafia,
heard
we're
that
touching on all of that in a
could
second.
be true, that will probably cause Star Wars fans to freak the fuck out. But we'll do that at the end of the video. First, let's talk about the actual report. Now, this comes from Daniel RPK. Although
can we just say, let's go on.
I am breaking it down on an article over on the Diz Insider. The first part of the report suggests.
Okay. This is coming from Daniel RPK. So let's take all this shit with a grain of salt. Not grain of thought. I said grain of thought. I meant to say grain of salt. Let's take all this shit with a grain of salt.
What's the Shogun thing?
Oh, they're showing FX.
Oh, okay.
I told you. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but we're getting back to a level of cable television. Just television shows in general that we ain't been in for a minute.
Okay. You about to put me on, probably.
Yeah, but Daniel Rickman, bro, I'm going to just take this shit with a grain of salt when it comes to Daniel Rickman. Anyway, let's keep going.
That filming will happen sometime this year for the Rey movie, and that the film will be shooting entirely in the UK. Now, there's a couple of reasons why this is important. I mean, first of all, there were rumors suggesting that this movie was going to be delayed indefinitely. I tried to bring some clarity to those reports when they were first coming out, because they're not true. And according to Daniel and according to a lot of other people, Lucasfilm is building sets right now in Pinewood, and they're going to be shooting the Rey movie sometime this year over in the UK.
That escalated quickly as a bitch.
The reason why this is interesting is because The Mandalorian Grogu, the movie that's supposed to come out before the Rey movie, is going to shoot in
Wait, I ain't trying to get canceled. I actually said her name, but it just came out. Like, I didn't realize how it came out. I didn't realize that it came out. Like, I said it in a high pitch, but then, like, when I realized, like, after I said it the way it did, it just didn't even sound like I said words. Like, in my head, like, now I think about it, it just sounded like I made the noises, and I ain't even say Shemanga Bates Noy. So I be like, that's how.
What's up, Lou?
What up, Lou? What's going on, man? Look,
yeah,
it ain't my fault.
Lucasfilm strategy. They're going to have the Rey movie shooting in the UK on the Pinewood sets, and then you're going to have Mando and Grogu shooting in California. And that combined with rumors about the budget for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie make me think that movie is going to be somewhat smaller in scale. But essentially, the first part of this report just lets us know that they will be filming the Rey movie soon. It's going to film exclusively in the UK. Now,
now look, let's be real here. The Rey movie and the Mando movie. You want to know what those are? Just so Kathleen Kennedy can walk in there and she'll be like, movies. That's it.
Pretty much, but even
no
even
reason
then,
for Mando to be a movie.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how these go. I'll be honest, but I mean,
apparently they are still casting for the Rey movie, which again gives you sort of a timetable. Like they seem to be finishing up the script, looking for roles for the film to be filled. And to me, that makes me think they won't be filming until the summer or maybe later this year. But the roles that they still need to cast that are very central to the movie are Rey's 2 apprentices and the villain. So that means a number of different things. I mean, number one, it suggests that Rey is passing on what she learned. She's got the books from Luke Skywalker. She went through all this stuff in episode 9. And so at some point in this film, wherever it takes place in the timeline, Rey will be coaching up some new Jedi, trying to pass on what she learned, and it seems she's going to have 2 apprentices. And by them casting a new villain for the movie, it suggests you're not going to get an old villain like Palpatine or Snoke or even Adam Driver's Ben Solo, Kylo Ren returning in this film, and instead you're going to have a new villain. Now I've got
now, how you feel about that, bro? Like just like that whole from her having her own like apprentices here to her going against a new villain. Like
I like the new villain part. I like the new villain part. Honestly, let it play a couple more minutes and then ask me about how I feel about the apprentice parts.
Oh shit.
Plot of this movie, and this includes a absolutely ridiculous fucking rumor that I heard. But first, let's finish up with this report, because the other part of this is really interesting also. The last thing in the report talks about how this movie is not the beginning of a trilogy. This is not episode 10, and Lucasfilm is treating this as a standalone film. Now, in the report from Daniel, he does mention that if the movie's very successful, of course, they could maybe go on to do sequels with those characters. Maybe the apprentices would be in another movie, or even Rey and the apprentices in another movie. But Lucasfilm is treating this as just a standalone movie. It is not a trilogy. It is not the beginning of the trilogy. It's like the in-between of potential future trilogies and the trilogy that ended in episode 9. Now, I kind of take issue.
Was that the part when we stop at right there, Justin?
Wait.
With this. I thought a lot of Star Wars fans would take issue with this as well. I did a poll on Twitter, maybe depending on when you're watching this video, that poll is still up, and I was kind of surprised to see how many people thought it was actually good that the Rey movie was not the beginning of a trilogy. But if you look at the comments of people,
which I think it's good, like I think it's just real quick, I think it's good that it's not the beginning of a trilogy. You can make it that later, but like let's not go in there with that like plan. Let's make it public that it's not trilogy, just in case it doesn't deserve the next movie.
Oh yeah, I'm echoing. By the way.
No, I just had to fix that. It's just me. Yeah, it's just me. I'm on it, but like sometimes I have it up and you're talking and pause.
Yeah.
Voting on that poll, it seems that a lot of fans are saying it's good because they want to minimize the amount of Rey moving forward. They don't want a full trilogy of Rey, and a lot of people are sort of viewing this movie as something they have to put up with, not something that they're actually looking forward to. And so part of me wants to say, okay, maybe at least that's a W, like maybe that's a win for Lucasfilm to make this movie standalone, but if the reason the fans actually think it's a W is because they want as little of Rey as is possible, then I don't know if this is a W at all. But now let's talk about these apprentices and this villain, right? So they're casting for these roles right now. I have heard long-standing rumors that they want people of color for these roles. I'm sure you've heard the same rumors, and this again just makes it seem like Rey's going to be passing on what she learned to a new generation, to
really
new people, and perhaps this is kind of a way to kind of move the story from Rey to other people, new Jedi orders and things of that nature.
hilarious.
And I suppose that could be interesting, but it also makes me feel like they're not going to be trying to develop the Rey character. And go figure, Lucasfilm not actually trying to develop Daisy Ridley's Rey. But I'm kind of being serious. Like, the idea of Rey having this really weird arc that she has in the sequels and then just becoming the passer on of knowledge, the teacher, the Jedi master, it just feels like we're missing a bunch of steps. I had thought that the whole idea of doing a Rey movie was to sort of improve the character as far as the fan base's reception, because fans don't really like the Rey character, and I think that's mostly a writing thing. The sequels didn't develop that character properly, and so it's totally different in the EU when Luke Skywalker, who had this incredible arc in the original trilogy, then goes on to become the Grand Master of the Jedi Order, reestablish the Jedi Order, have his own family. It's
If Deadpool movie started and they killed Rey, Deadpool make $2 billion. You don't even need Taylor Swift for that.
Oh, bro, that would go crazy.
That shit would go absolutely wild. And it wouldn't even be Rey. It'd just be a multiversal version of Rey. But it just the symbolicness of it.
so much different and so much better because we already love Luke Skywalker. And so I'm confused as to how the plot of the film involving Rey passing on what she learned to apprentices is going to help develop that character and going to help fans like that character more. And now I have to share with you an absolutely ridiculous rumor that I'm hoping isn't true. But the awkward thing here is this current leak from Daniel kind of lines up with this old rumor. And the rumor would be that these two apprentices that Rey has are actually the children of Finn, maybe the children of her and Finn, and these two apprentices might be given the name Skywalker. It kind of feels like the exact opposite of what you would want to do with a movie like this. A lot of fans already hate the fact that Rey took the Skywalker name. I'm one of those people. I think it's absolutely absurd. And the idea of Rey passing on the name Skywalker to other people that are not related to the Skywalkers in any actual way. I mean, frankly, it just feels like a furthering of all the mistakes that were made in the sequel trilogy, specifically made in episode 9. It's like on the one hand, the rumor seems so ridiculous that there's like no way they'd actually do it. But then you think about Lucasfilm, you think about their actual history and track record, and oh no, they might do it. And so look, here's the deal. I'm really trying to be fair here. I think some of you guys recognize that. I believe there is a way to make a movie with Rey that would actually get fans to like Rey more, maybe even like the sequels more, and makes the majority of the fan base happy and actually incredible. Some of the best Star Wars you've ever seen. It gets back to the core of. There's a version of this movie out there within the infinite.
Okay, I think that's the juice, bro.
Yeah,
bro. What the fuck, dog? Hold up. You telling me that this man right here will have a baby with this woman right here, and let that baby come out to be named after someone that he was beefing with, had a little bit of competition with over? Like, you really gonna let the woman give them babies the last name of a man that wanted them cheeks to? Nah, dog.
So you see why I said listen to that part first.
Fire the bitch,
right?
bro. Fire the bitch right now, dog. Kick her out of here, dog. Fire her. If that's what they're really doing, bro, and like, and if Disney's really allowing that to happen, if Bob Iger really sitting in on these movies having, you know, insightful conversation with these people, either Bob Iger capping or Bob Iger is fine with it and needs to go. Everybody that's fine with that shit needs to get the fuck on out of there, dog. The fuck? like the fuck? The
Like,
actual fuck. Like, that's wrong on so many levels, bro. Like, let's start off at the top with where it's wrong. First off, Skywalker, Finn's kids, naming the kids Skywalker. Fuck the fact that they having kids. We're gonna get to that in a second. But the fact that they had, like, the fact that the kid's name is gonna be Skywalker, unless their daddy is Kylo Ren, they are not a Skywalker.
Exactly.
End of day, end of story. End of discussion. So what the fuck is you even naming them Skywalker for?
Bro, it is very um look, I hope this is not a thing that's really gonna happen.
Said?
He said this is other rumors, I think.
Okay.
Here's my problem, right? This kind of goes back to guys, stick with me, all right? All you Star Wars, stick with me. This kind of goes back to the Reva thing, right? If they, I'll say this right now. If they do this, I don't want to hear Disney, Star Wars. I don't want to hear them say shit about any inclusivity shit ever again. Dude, oh my fucking Lord. I like that they are having maybe two brothers or something as maybe Jedi or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you're gonna literally do that and then literally open them up to get persecuted by the fan base by giving
Skywalker.
these characters the Skywalker name, Disney, you're fucking stupid as fuck. I'm just, oh my gosh,
it goes
bro.
back to the top shit, bro.
Please.
Like that's issue number one. Now, Justin, do you have the issue with her and Finn having the child? I have the issue. Look, my issue ain't all the way up here. The issues go down a little bit when I talk about them just having a child, but they still all the way the fuck up here. Like,
you wanna know what?
Tell me that.
I wouldn't if fucking Rose Tika was never involved.
Cause he had a thing for Rose, right?
Yes, they kissed for some stupid dumbass reason after she basically almost committed suicide running in front of his speeder. Dumbest shit ever. So we're gonna have this two dumbass movies where Rose and Finn, well this one movie, Rose and Finn were whatever together.
And she didn't even deserve him.
Bro, if anything, give Finn who he really wanted to begin with. But
she didn't even deserve him, bro. Like she wasn't the faces in the movie. She wasn't the faces in the movie that. I'm sorry, that's rude. But I'm gonna be real, dog. Like, look, you gonna give me this, dog? I'll be mad if I was Finn, bro. You gonna give me this?
Look, yes. The actor for Rose, she's actually a very beautiful woman. Like, let's get that out the way. But Finn went from getting Rey.
She is gorgeous.
The Jedi, huh?
She is gorgeous. She's like, why didn't she look like this in the movie?
Like, she's a gorgeous. They did her a disservice in the movie. It's crazy. But he went from getting Rey to crushing on Rey to getting the maintenance worker. It's like, I'm sorry, what the fuck? And so we're gonna do that, and then they're gonna have kids now. What the fuck are we doing? And then you're gonna name them Skywalker? What?
That's at the top of the problem.
Shit.
That's at the top of the list. Nah, like,
oh my gosh.
Like, bro, see, I wasn't even gonna, cause I'm gonna be real here. I forgot. I be forgetting that he even kissed Rose. But like,
yes, bro.
I be forgetting that even happened. But like, my whole gripe was about to be too. Like, they didn't show they didn't go no deeper on that romance shit. So why would they just show up and have a kid now? You know what I mean? Like, why would you just do that? But oh, they have a kid. So that's number two. Going down further to my issue list, the fact that she's training her own kids, and even if it wasn't Finn's, the fact that she's training her own kids and she has twins, you're starting the shit all over again, bro. Like, leave the shit alone. Like, leave the Skywalker story alone if you're gonna leave it alone. If not, make the kids be Kylo Ren's kids. Like, to me, that's more.
Well, you killed him off, so it's not like he could do anything. Like,
shit, the Force,
not beating
bro.
the cheeks.
The Force. The Force. The Force.
I can't imagine being in that either, J. Phil, bro. I'm sorry. You're telling me, like, here's my thing. I want to say, like, maybe there's no way this has ever been talked about. But, like, the fact that it's getting out tells me, like, this is more than likely at least been thought about.
It's been on the board.
The fact that this is thought about is fucking insane.
Somebody
like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been on the board. Like, it ain't come out thin air. Somebody
shouldn't have even been thought about, bro. Like, no one thinks this through. That's my biggest problem with fucking Lucasfilm. They don't
Now,
think this shit through, man.
now, how do you feel about her doing the kids though? Like, how do you feel about her actually having apprentices?
I don't give a fuck about having her having
Because you don't give a fuck about her.
apprentices. I don't give a fuck about her having apprentices, whether they're her kids or not.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking make it work, make it a good story. But when you tie it in that they are gonna get the Skywalker name later,
Mm-hmm.
why? And then not to
Why?
mention they are of color. You're doing that to two characters of color. Why would you do that to set these two characters up
They never
for
learn, bro.
failure? Set
never
these two
learn.
characters up to win. Please let them make their own shit. Let these characters be good on their own. Let them be loved by the character. When you put the Skywalker name on there, you're automatically fucking it up for them. They're gonna have the same situation as Moses Ingram, and y'all should know this. It's not because it's on y'all. Like I hate to say it, Disney. It's on y'all. Y'all know how this fan base is. Y'all know how not to do this. Fucking write these characters for these people of color in a positive light to where they're at least gonna get some love coming out. At this rate, they're gonna be shit on before they even make it out the movie theater. Like this is gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. So stupid.
Yeah, dog. They got you.
This
'Cause
is
it is-
so
it's
dumb,
dumb as fuck.
bro.
Like it's dumb as fuck. To be real, like I don't even give a fuck. Like I forgot what the rest of the news was about the villain because once I heard that shit, it's like fuck the rest of the video. Fuck whatever she got to say. There's nothing to give in this movie anymore. Like if you really wanted people to check out of this movie, if you really want this movie to really bomb, if you really want this movie to get as much hate online as you could possibly get for a movie, do this. Make the
Bro.
Skywalker put a little black in the Skywalker's bloodline and see what happens. I'm just gonna be like,
It's
I'm just gonna be
it's
real.
not even like that, too. That's the thing, man. It's not even like that. It's the fact that y'all know this is not gonna be good. Like this is not gonna be good for the overall character if y'all put the Skywalker name on them. Why are y'all doing it then, man? Y'all know how people reacted when you just infused a sister in the middle of the two most famous characters. So now you're gonna give that most famous character's last name to them? Like, come on, man. You know how this is gonna go. Y'all know how it ended up with Daisy Ridley. How's it gonna end for them, man? Like, y'all aren't even looking out for your talent at this point. It's so fucking stupid. Look out for your fucking talent. Put these people at a way to win, not just to immediately get shit on to where they're not even showing up to the conventions
Get
anymore.
shit
Like
on
Moses.
your ass. Get
It's
shit
so
on.
stupid.
Look,
Oh my gosh. That's why I told you, just wait, then ask me. Because I watched the video before. That shit, when I heard that, I was like, there ain't no way. They are literally doing the same stupid shit they did before. So stupid, man. Because even, bro, if you write this correctly, you can give Ray a different last name because she got married or some shit.
yeah,
Like, come on.
yeah.
Stupid as fuck.
There's lots of ways that they could have done this correctly. I mean, there's really lots of things that you could do with this movie other than that. That's the
So
one
many
thing you just
fucking
don't do.
things.
That's like Ray Finn having a kid, coming up with some made ass last name. Fine,
Exactly.
do it.
Start their own
But the-
lineage. They have two little chocolate
Hey,
babies. Like, come
She
on,
don't want
man.
to be like, yeah.
make
She
it
don't want to
better.
be. She don't want to carry on a Palpatine name. Get it? Cool. Whatever. Go with your own shit. Do your own thing. Finn doesn't have his own last name. Whatever. Fine. Go ahead. Do your own. But bro, anything but naming them Skywalkers. I mean, like, come on.
Anything,
If you
man.
wanted to tie in Skywalkers, we got Force Ghosts popping up left and right, dog.
Well,
like-
I mean, all you had to do is literally have the Force Ghost pop in and be like they're helping them with their journey in life.
I
Like,
would
that's
much
all
rather
you had to
prefer.
fucking
I would have
do.
much rather preferred the Force Ghost Kylo Ren get her pregnant than for her to have non-Skywalker babies. Like to me, like to have non-Skywalker babies and then name them Skywalkers. Like if they really wanted these babies to be named Skywalkers, I would have rather taken the asinine idea that Kylo Ren could get a woman pregnant as a Force Ghost through
That's
by the way of the
wild.
Force.
That is a little
That is
fucking
wild, but I would take that. I would take that over Finn having these babies and letting a black man let his kids be named after someone that wanted to clap
Dude, that
his
is
girl.
just fucking weird, man.
doesn't even make
Holy
sense, bro.
shit.
It makes about as much sense as Finn's haircut did in the whole movies.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
to be
true.
real, the haircuts did make sense though, cause I ain't see no barbershop out there. So if his hair was gonna look fucked, it makes sense. There's a whole
Oh my
trilogy of Thrawn
gosh.
books begging the movie to be made, man. Look, yeah, make same thing with Marvel. Just make the shits that we want to see.
I'm
It's
sorry, I
like
don't even
make
want
the
to see a
shits that we
Thrawn
want to
thing,
see.
bro. I don't want to see Thrawn.
You
They
don't want
have
to see
shit,
Thrawn?
bro. They have shit cooking with Thrawn and this Ahsoka stuff. I want y'all to
Yeah.
continue that. Show me what y'all are doing with
Yeah,
Anakin.
that's what we're
Like,
saying. Cook that shit. Like
just
that's what we're
cook
saying.
that
Cook
shit,
that shit.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I just
Cook
don't
that
get
shit.
why you gotta. And okay, you want to make you really badly want to do Ray. Okay, well, why is this even thought of, bro? This should have never been on the board. Whoever put this on the board, I'm sorry, they need to get fucking demoted to something else because this is not for them. Making content, I guess, is not for them because that
Mm-hmm.
is the dumbest idea. PR should have been all over this. Like, why the fuck did we let this get out? This is dumb. Oh my gosh, bro.
That's why. I mean, I wonder if it's fake. I mean,
That's why I'm
like I
hoping it
wonder if it's
is.
fake.
But
Because
like,
like,
how does
look,
this even get out if it
that's what
was
I'm saying.
never talked about? You know what I mean?
If it's fake, it's made up. Like somebody can make that up. To be real,
Yeah.
to be real, I can see somebody making this up. Um, and I take what things as much I love making Star Wars. .net. I love to have him on the channel one day. He slants a little bit positive to Lucasfilm, what have you. And I feel like it was him that tweeted. Yeah, I feel like it was him who tweeted. YouTubers just believe everything. So, could this
Look,
be what he was talking about? Possibly.
I'm
Let me
hoping
see if I
this
can
is
go back
not
to his
true.
tweet.
I'm hoping this is not true.
Let me go back to his tweet. Make sure I'm
I'd
not
love to have
giving
him on
that
the
tweet
show
credit.
too, man. That'd be fun as fuck.
Making. Let me see what making Star Wars. 'Cause I feel like he says, "Damn it, my M ain't working. I got sticky keys on the M.
Ew, what?
Sticky keys. You ain't never heard sticky keys before? Not like the sticky keys that you get on your shits.
I don't get that on my shit.
Yeah, you do. You
Chat,
get
did I
sticky.
go a little too crazy?
Oh, never mind. That was it could have been about something else. Cause he says, let me put this up here. I just wonder if it's about what went down. It says, are many Star Wars content creators gullible rubes who believe anything, or are they completely comfortable with passing on shit source info to their audience, knowing it's shit? We know the answer to that question.
I mean, also, we're not Star Wars content creators. We're just content
Oh
creators.
no.
You know?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just taking in what somebody else said.
Yeah,
Make the
yeah.
stream up.
Yeah, man. I would love to have him on as well, but it's like,
What's
hey,
going on,
yo,
chilling?
I ain't chilling, my guy. We got to
Make sure
look
y'all
at
hit that like and subscribe button too when y'all pop up in this bitch. We don't got 7 likes and 13 people in here. It needs to be at least 10 likes right now.
But you also didn't post the thing, bro.
I didn't post a thing. I was testing people. I was really testing you to see if you was gonna remind me if I put the thing up there.
I see you go over and type it out later during stream, so I was kind of waiting on that. But I mean, hey,
Look at there.
yeah.
Here we go. We got them 10 likes.
Yeah. Was I too
Yeah.
crazy, chat, man? I hope I didn't go too hard on that shit, but
No,
like
you
that
get
shit
look,
really
Justin.
triggers the
If
fuck
there's
out
one
of me.
thing if there's one thing that you don't do, look, you never do anything right in life. The one thing you could do right in life is give us a good rant, good solid fact filled rant on Sony and Star Wars. If there's ever 2 things that I can count on you to do. Look, you're talented man. I count on you to do a lot of shit. But there's 2 things. There's 2 things that you could do. And I know you do. Like you deliver anytime. If I ask you to rant on Star Wars, if I ask you to rant on Sony, you knock that shit out of the park any time of the day,
Bro. Yeah, the Sony thing's a sore subject too right now because we should be getting a.
Oh, are you talking about how they want to make an animated spinoff of Spider-Man with Seth Rogen?
Wait, that's for real?
I mean, I saw it. I don't know
Anyways,
how real it is.
no, I wasn't talking about
I don't
that.
know.
I
I
was
don't know
talking
how
about
real
the.
it. I don't know how real it is, but all I can picture is that motherfucking movie he made with them groceries.
No, unfortunately, I was mainly talking about. Hey, Sausage Party wasn't bad. It was funny as fuck.
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna
god,
lie.
yo,
It was
Sausage Party
funny.
was the worst movie.
It's not
Sausage
like it was
Party-
good. Like it's not like it was a good movie. It was just funny.
It wasn't even funny, bro. That shit was just weird. And then the orgy at the end, bro.
Yeah, that was so fucking stupid.
The orgy,
That
like
was so
that's what I'm
stupid.
saying. After sitting through a shit movie, after sitting through like a movie, I was like, oh my god, like I'm kind of ready to leave. They get to the point to where they start, like they just start having an orgy.
Yes, that
Maybe
was
it's my
so dumb.
expectations for that movie too, though.
I don't know why
Because
you
my
had
wife and-
expectations. It
No,
was
my wife and I
Sausage
had
Party.
like my wife and I had expectations to be going there and being dead, like to walk in there and be geeked, laughing. Like we thought it was gonna be hilarious, bro. Because like just from the from the shits from the previews, we was like, oh shit, this shit gonna be funny as fuck. A lot of the jokes missed on us, bro. Like,
I was rolling on that shit. That was, it was
I
funny to
won't
me.
rolling on that movie. And then, like I said, then the ending was just like after you sit through a movie, and if you're not really feeling it, look, if you felt the movie, then it's cool. But like if somebody who wasn't feeling the movie, just imagine how I got when I got to the end. Like if somebody who wasn't feeling the movie like that, just imagine, just how I felt when it got to the end a little bit. But hey, that's what I'm saying there. Kendall saying goodbye to D Hero. Look, I said earlier, this is just laundry day. It's just laundry day. All right. By this time next week, this might be the last time I get to wear this jersey. I had to get another one. Look, man, I've been in the gym too, man. You see how the arm filling these bitches out, bro. And like,
I've been in it. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Just feeling these shit. This is a large shoe, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even.
See, I've been in the gym, but I've been coming home and eating snacks, and so like I've been basically eating the calories back that I ate off or I worked off. So
Well, you need, just get your muscle on, bro. Fuck.
well, I need to cut. I need to cut like a lot. So, and I'm getting on the treadmill, doing like 12 incline, just walking for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that walking shit,
Kills.
stair climber shit is just it.
Oh yeah.
That walking and stair climber shit, that's the thing. But look, man, I mentioned this earlier. Right now, it comes to a point to where I feel like despite what's going on with Marvel, despite what's going on with Star Wars, we're at a very good spot with content out right now when it comes to things to watch on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say something like, just me personally, I love getting to the point where I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to watch all the shit that's coming out. I'm the type of person, like, look, if it's got action in it, I watch 3 types of things. I watch Marvel, I watch Star Wars, anything with action, a little bit of anime. Comedy has got a harder sell on me to get me to watch comedy. But then I would love watching reality TV when it comes to like dating reality TV. Like I'm a sucker for that shit. Like I would speed watch through some Love Is Blind. I will speed watch through some Love Island. This is a show that my wife and I watch that comes on OWN called Ready to Love. Like,
you
we
got the
got
whole
bunch of
damn catalog.
And then I watch anything Walking Dead. Not anything, because Fear the Walking Dead I fell off on. Now look, I'm gonna be real. Green Bear mentioned it in here in the chat earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Shogun. If you got Disney Plus, and if you got the Hulu extension on Disney Plus, Shogun is like that. All right, now I'm 2 episodes in. But Shogun, bro, when you're talking about a show that like gives you something to look forward to, gives you a story that you're looking forward to finish, I'm intrigued just by the dialogue and conversation. Now look, I'm gonna be real, Justin. Everything's in Japanese for the most part. You got it's in feudal Japan. Shogun. It's in feudal Japan.
Okay.
Everything's in Japanese. All right, but they do a good job of mixing in the English because there's there's white people that's supposed to be Portuguese, but they're speaking in English. So I'm fucking with it so heavy, bro, that I cannot wait to get off and watch this last episode. I ain't been on Apex all week because I've been watching Shogun. So I'm on episode 3 now. So Shogun is like that.
Told me you're gonna play, and
well, that was Tuesday night when I was lit. That was Tuesday night
trying to
when I was
rank,
lit.
and me out here playing solo queues. It's crazy.
Look, you got space. Chill.
Dude, Space don't play. Dude, he's been playing Street Fighter. Like, dude, get over
Oh
yourself.
shit! But look, man. I was lit Tuesday night trying to get to come play. But look, I got Shogun, another show I got right now. Like I'm just off the rewatch of Avatar. That's been cool.
The original?
No, the live action series that I owe an apology to here in a little bit. Look, I'll give it to it right now. Look, I owe an apology to Avatar. All right,
Are we
look,
gonna have this
I gave
discussion now?
Avatar. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw it out here. We don't got to go in depth. I gave Avatar 7.5. I gave it a lot of shit before I finished it because I said they was rushing through too much. But at the end of the day, when I went back and looked at the shit that was in the show, in season 1, and we talked about this before, a lot of the stuff that I felt like was rushed in this season had to be put in there for season 1. Like they just did it in season 1. Even Azula doesn't really change shit. They showed us backstory to Azula, but it's not like she actually went out in the world and did anything, right? So
Yeah.
So that's like, so I can't even take. I go back and watch that shit. I watched episodes from episode 7 and 8 and 6 was pretty damn good as well, bro. The way that show climbed, the way that show kept going up and up and up. Dog, the show's like an 8.5, bro.
Well, you know what they did do? And I realized today that they didn't have to. They added the secret tunnel part.
Mm.
That's season 2 in the
It is
actual
season
TV
2.
show. And it's
That is
like,
season 2.
okay, y'all could have, y'all were adding some stuff in that didn't really need to be there. But I mean, look,
Yeah,
the
I
show's
get that.
good. I will
And
say
they,
the
and
show
they're
is
renewed
good.
for season 2. They got renewed for season 2. I think the season 2 is going to be a lot better because one of these actors have some time to age.
Mhm.
That if anything, like that's one where I felt it was young. But even looking at Qatar, like the more I watched it, the more these actors fit into their role. Like the more of like
They
seeing
cast him
Qatar.
really well, bro.
Yeah, the more Qatar felt more like Qatar. The
Katara.
more Qatar. That's what I'm saying. Katara. Look, man, you see, I'm saying Qatar. All right, look, I don't care. I got the A on the end. You might not hear it, but I got it there. All right. So the way they did Qatar was crazy. Blue Eye Samurai. I found Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix. I gotta check that shit out. So we got that. On top of that, we got Invincible coming out next week. Invincible Part 2 is coming out next week, and people are calling that the best show of the year so far. So we got Invincible 2 coming back out. So I've been rewatching Invincible. I've been watching X-Men 92 to get ready for X-Men 97.
Okay.
So I've had that stuff to watch.
That's on
And then
Disney
on
Plus,
top
right?
That's on Disney Plus.
All right.
And then on top of that, we got motherfucking The Ones Who Live. Rick Grimes and Michonne Grimes. Andrew Lincoln and Danae Gooder. Ah, damn, I knew I was going to fuck her name up. and Michonne Okoye. Bro, when I tell you Andrew Lincoln, every fucking word he's saying, bro, you can look, man. Look, man, I'm not even capping, bro. If anybody is in here who watches The Ones Who Live, Andrew Lincoln's performance in this show is absolutely on a different level. I don't know if it's because we have not seen. I don't know if it's just because we haven't seen Rick in a long time, or if it's the fact that they like Rick and. But what they're doing with this show was something that, like, at first when they were talking about this show, I didn't think I was ever gonna really watch it. I didn't think I was gonna come back to it. But thank you, Smokey. The way they broke Rick in that shit, like, bro, they got my man Rick cutting his whole hand off, bro. I'm shocked Kendall hasn't watched this. This is bad. Which one? What haven't I watched? Look, the way they cut my man's hands off, they broke the fuck out of Rick. And the acting performances that this dude puts in. Now, mind you, this guy is a European acting like he's from Georgia. Still got that accent. Like, bro. He's Reed. Like, I'm watching it this whole time. Like, maybe that's why. And it's not even why I'm enjoying the show like that. Because, one, it feels good to be back in the it feels good to be back in the Walking Dead world. Like, to see the zombies, like, they got different names. Like, each people got different names for them. Some of them call them whalers and shit like that. But, bro, it's just different level. he reaches a different level. He needs to be Reed Richards at the end of the day, and it just hits. Michonne's shocked when she sees him,
though.
bro. Michonne was shocked when she peeped him. Like they was really fucking with his mind. Like, bro, they killed this show. Like they are really killing it right now. I can't wait for episode 3. I'm telling you, if they continue on this trajectory with this show, The Ones Who Live. The thing with The Walking Dead, it was one that became more popular when they got on Netflix. Like after it was on Netflix for like season 1 and season 2, people started waiting for season 3 and season 4 to drop. So like then it started becoming the most watched show on television for years and years and years and years, carried by Rick Grimes, carried by Andrew Lincoln. Andrew Lincoln might pull that shit off again, bro. Like if they really continue down this path, they might pull it back off. I'm calling now. She's finna go score stores. He's gonna be the one holding her back. Yeah, like, I mean, at this point, Smokey, like, I don't even care if it happens. I'm just calling it. Like, they're just gonna end up taking over that area. Like, they're just gonna really end up taking over, bro. They're either gonna burn shit to the ground. They're gonna end up taking over and running the world like they said they would. And it's just some crazy shit, bro. It's just some crazy shit that they're doing in that show. So on top of that, we got The Boys coming out this year. We got House of the Dragon coming out this year. We're just at a point, Justin, to where it just feels good to have a whole bunch of content to be watching. And it doesn't have to be more. Like, it was a point where I had this content to be watching, and I ain't worried about Marvel shows flopping.
I mean, that's a good
It was
time.
like, all I had to do was just count on Marvel to deliver the movies. And guess what's been to happen? Marvel finna deliver Deadpool 3. It's about to feel like 2015 in this bitch.
Bro, how many months do we have until that, actually? Like 3?
We got 3 more months. Is it come out in June or May?
Great question. I think we got 3 months.
The Negan show is cool. I gotta check the Negan show out. But this shit right here is called Diff. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. This shit right here, Justin. You probably ain't never watched a single lick of The Walking Dead, but I'm telling you, I would recommend this show.
Look, dude. I know, but I just don't like zombies, bro. I don't.
I get it. You know, for the longest, and this is for my OGs in here, I had a when I was watching The Walking Dead, I ended up having like fucking Walking Dead dreams, and they would be lucid, but they would be,
bro.
They would be fun, bro, because there weren't nightmares, like, because of what The Walking Dead did, and like just how it was really the easiness of not easiness, but the way you can kill walkers in The Walking Dead allows you to focus more on the personal shit. So in my dream, like, bro, I just be coming up with cool plans to kill the walkers. So like, yeah, I remember telling the people in the chat, it was I had one time I had a dream of The Walking Dead. The other time I had a dream I was at Avengers Campus and I had to escape Avengers Campus. And like all these shits are lucid dreams where I like got control of like what I'm doing. So yeah, one of them, bro, man, we was on the mountaintop, like, you know, our base was on the mountaintop, and I had it set up to where I just had logs ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had logs ready to go. So these zombies were trying to come up the mountain where we was living. So I just said, back the fuck up. When I did, I cut the string and let the killed all the zombies. I'd be in there stabbing zombies and shit. It's like I'd have real dreams like that. Toriyama died. Who's Toriyama? You're gonna look at me crazy. I don't know who Toriyama is.
Oh man.
Oh dang! What shit did he make? Dragon Ball Z. Damn. That's crazy. I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, but I know I watched it when I was a kid. I never came back to it as an adult. Damn, that's crazy. R.I.P. Yeah, I never came back to Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was one of them shits that I watched as a kid, but like I was like kindergarten, first grade, but then I got off of it and I never came back to it. But damn, that's crazy. I know the impact of what he said. Yeah, the impact of what he did is about to send shockwaves. Like, this is about to be a crazy day. About to be a sad day.
Oh, that's actually wild.
Yeah. Passed away at 68. Damn. Trev, do you know if he was sick or something? Passed away of acute someone. Oh, okay. Damn. I'm sorry to. Yo, for my folks out there that are big Dragon Ball Z fans, I can understand how this hits you. So prayers up to y'all. Prayers up to Dragon Ball Z community. Prayers up to Toriyama's family. That's rough.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
That's rough. But yeah, bro. Like I said, though, we're at a spot right now. That's young age. That's young for Asians. He was supposed to reach at least 115. Come on, dog. Come on, Smokey.
Okay.
And then on top of everything, Smokey's profile pic, bro, it just be perfect for everything the motherfuckers be saying, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Holy.
Yeah, Justin, I tell you, like, Smokey, I'm not a big zombie fan either. Like, when I'm thinking about, like, the other zombie movies where them motherfuckers actually be running and shit, I can't deal with that shit, bro. The Last of Us is almost, like, pushing my level to it. But The Walking Dead never really gets there. And I'll be real, there's some zombies out there in The Walking Dead now. Like, I don't know if they made their appearance after making their appearance in the last season. That, like, they can open doors, they can duck. Like, when you're trying to stab them in the head, they'll duck and fight you back.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. They made a trap. Like, they trapped the people. They trapped.
Why are they making zombies smart now?
They were making zombies smart. Look, that hasn't happened in this Rick show, and I hope it doesn't. I hope maybe they just killed those evolving zombies, but that can't happen. Zombies can't evolve, man. If zombies start evolving, then at what point does it just become y'all just humans now?
Yeah, at what point do you just lose all control? It's like, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're getting smarter in The Walking Dead. Yeah, that's what I was talking about in The Walking Dead where they're getting smart. Yeah, it's that's a hazard, bro. That's a haphazard. I can't say, I don't want dreams about that.
That's sad, but good for the family that they were able to kind of like keep that under wraps and go through their process as a family first.
That's how I want to do. But yeah, you keep it on the low.
Yeah.
Keep that shit on the low. Let you grieve. Then let all the real love and also too all the fake love come out.
Yeah.
Come out, man.
Are you gonna see this Fallout movie?
I forgot it was a movie. I thought it was a show.
I don't. I just know there's a Fallout something coming out.
Did they
you gonna see it?
Trailer for it?
I think so.
Let's see. I mean, it looked interesting. If it's a TV show, I'm definitely probably gonna watch, unless I don't got the streaming service.
I'll be honest, bro. I might not see it because I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like Fallout. It's post-apocalyptic type shit. And bro, I had a roommate that in college that just played the game every night. Full blast for the whole entire apartment to hear. And bro, it turned me to hate that game, hate everything about Fallout.
Well, I'm about to watch the trailer right now.
Not made by God Almighty, but the working man.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a vault-tech vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
It's got a build to it.
Was that Mayhem? Was it?
The mission of the vaults should be important to everyone.
Damn, that dead person right there.
To come up to the surface one day and restart civilization. Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I am.
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
What you're doing is insane.
I don't set the world.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
I just want to start.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
You need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
People are going to come after you.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty. Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs. You look out at this wasteland, looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
What is happening here?
Everyone wants to save the world. They disagree on how.
There you are, you little killer.
All right, all facts, no cap. I'ma fuck with this shit.
You are.
I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, that commercial is actually kind of fire, but it's not a post-apocalyptic.
You're not post-apocalyptic person.
Nah, bro. Nah.
I feel you. I got to check it out though. Like to me, it's a little nerdy. It's a little bit nerdy content. Like it's a little bit nerdy content to watch. Walter Goggins, that's his name. Walton Goggins. Look, but anyway, bro, I'm there for it. Is there any particular show, non-DC, non-Marvel, non-Star Wars that you're excited for that's coming out?
So your mic doing that thing that my mic was doing.
I think I just went quiet myself.
Come on, man.
I had to burp. I had to burp. No, I was saying, do you think there's anything deep, like, is there anything Marvel or what have you that, you know, I mean, anything non-Marvel, non-Star Wars, those type of shows is coming out this year that you're looking forward to? Or do you just be in the game?
Honestly, bro, I don't know. I'm hoping there's something. My show that I really liked just went off, and I'm pretty sure it's done. But
Which show?
Yeah. Almost don't even want to say because you're gonna fucking laugh. So
No, man, I'm not gonna
laugh. Yeah. Quantum Leap is I'm pretty sure it's
done. That
Yeah.
fucking show, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even gonna judge.
Yeah.
My man's just over here watching network television.
And
you watch Price is Right too?
Fuck no. Like, no.
Do you watch
Although I am hoping that they do the third season of Bel Air.
I never got into Bel Air.
It's an interesting watch. I ain't gonna lie, but
yeah, I never got past the first episode.
I am.
Habit of mine.
How long do you think we gotta wait for the season 2 of Avatar though? No. But what would you think?
Probably 1.5. Year and a half. Definitely at least a year. Definitely at least a year.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hoping they did like the Rebel Moon type shit, where they already recorded, well, like taped and shit, all the other stuff.
Speaking of Rebel Poon.
Oh gosh, we don't have to talk about Rebel Moon. We don't have to.
Your boy, ain't my boy.
Not my boy either.
I love doing that to my wife. I be like, your girl, they ain't my friend. They ain't my girl. Oh, he was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, did you watch that?
I just watched the clips. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I haven't watched it. I was gonna watch that tomorrow.
If I take this script, I make you a PG-13 version that you can just blast into the world, and hopefully as many people see it as possible. And then you let me, as a bonus, you just let me make this version exactly as I think. And they were like, okay, that sounds cool. So coming at the end of the summer, you'll see my 2 3-hour versions of Rebel Moon that are like hard R-rated, the hardest.
What you wanted to do.
Which I exactly wanted to do. So they said, yeah, go do that. And so they were able, because normally when I do this, director's cuts, which is a thing now I'm weirdly famous for, the director's cuts were always an answer to a thing that the studio made me do, right? Like, here's my movie. They're like, yeah, we really want you to cut these parts out because they're not cool. They're like, the movie's too long or the movie's too violent or whatever. And I would be like, wow, really? Because I really think that's kind of the why of the movie. And they'd be like, no, it's really important. The focus groups told us that they don't like that, so take it out. So I'd take it out, but then I'd go like, I'd go over to home video right across the street and I'd be like, hey, guys, you want another movie to release? Because I got the shit. And they'd be like, absolutely, whatever you say. Because, at that time, there was a huge market for directors. It gave them a second kick at the can in home video, right? So they would be like, that's so cool. We get a whole other movie to market that like never before seen footage.
Right.
It just feels like a cool thing. And so that was how I've always done my director's cuts, always as a response to what the studio was telling me couldn't be in the movie. Because I never planned. I would always go into it like bright-eyed, like, oh, everyone's going to love this. Including, the studio, when you see my cut, you're going to think it's amazing. And they would like look at it and go like, bro, like this is too much. And so that's where my director's cuts kind of as a practice were born. It was born out of that, me needing to show the world what I intended originally.
Bruh. You remember when I said Star Wars got more excuses?
Yeah.
Look, man, I done kept it a buck ever since the Snyder Cut came out. First of all, the Snyder Cut is overrated.
True.
Snyder Cut is massively overrated. And to be real, anybody could juxtapose their movie against what happened with the Justice League and make you feel like you came out with a good version. But even that version on its own standalone, I'm never wanting to rewatch it. I really don't know who's wanting to go back and rewatch that like fucking 4-hour movie. So that's one. 2, with Rebel Moon.
Trev.
It's way better than the theater cut, yeah, but it's overrated.
I mean, they're both not good. Like,
that's like saying Miss Marvel is way better than She-Hulk.
Oh, okay. Calm down. That's a little.
Wait a minute.
It is way better than She-Hulk. She-Hulk is bad.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's that's the same bars that you're setting for both of those.
I'll let you cook.
I'm just saying that's the same bar you're setting. Theater cut is like theater cut is definitely like a 4.5, but the Snyder cut is like a 6.5.
They're both
the Snyder
not good.
cut's like a 6.5.
I would give the Snyder longer nap time.
Trev, do you think the Snyder cut is better than Batman vs Superman director's cut? And I'll let you answer that. Here's the thing when it comes to him and what he's talking about with this damn Rebel Moon shit. You're not going to have the same luxury, bro. you had the luxury of doing your director's cut and having it to be juiced up because you had that shitty movie. You had that shitty movie come out with the Justice League and the Snyder Cut. You didn't, your hands was off of that shitty movie that came out with the Justice League. Your hands is all over. Your hands are all over this first Rebel Moon. So you don't get that same grace on this director's cut, bro. And the issues that we had with the Justice League and them taking out stuff ain't the same issues that we got with Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon looks cheap. Rebel Moon was too slow. Rebel Moon's story didn't really connect. Never really made a lot of sense, really.
The characters don't talk.
Characters are forgettable as well. Everybody in that movie is forgettable. Rebel Moon is not going to be redeemed, bro. And you're making it seem like you're cool because you do corrector's cuts and you get to smell the smells of your own farts and sell them, bro. But, dog, Rebel Moon ain't going to be it. Rebel Moon part director's cut Justice League. Now, I'm going to watch it probably.
I'm not. I'm done. I'm
You
done.
done?
He lost me
Yeah,
off the first one.
You
Bro,
done?
the first one was so fucking dumb. Why the fuck would I waste my time to watch a 3-hour movie? Like, the fuck are we doing?
When it comes to me, when it's like, it's going to be one of those watches that I watch like when 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning from the witching hours. Like, that's going to be the time that I watch those movies. Wait, hold on, what did he say? What did Trev say? He said, I put them both about the same. I like the action better in Batman versus Superman, though. I do, too. There was a lot less slow motion. My issue with Zack Snyder is a lot of the slow motion that is in his movies. Like, he's like Juvenile. Just a lot of slow motion type shit.
Yeah.
And I can't take it. Like,
you
talking about that slow motion scene in the Snyder Cut when he's playing football? When Cyborg's playing football? And the amount of slow motion that they put in that shit?
Bro, he doesn't, like the amount of slow motion in Rebel Moon.
It works well in 300. It does work well in 300, though. It does.
Like, I'm sorry. No. He's over here saying, oh, I'm so proud of doing director's cuts. Bro, we're gonna do that of Rebel Moon? We're happy about a Rebel Moon movie that has literally no storyline except for calling this girl Scargiver. Y'all couldn't, for one, come up with a better name? Scargiver. Wow. But now we're going to indulge in that for another hour and a half and let us talk more about this movie because there's no real action. She's just going out and finding fucking people while this dude that looks like freaking a dumb vampire is running around trying to hit people and inject himself.
Why was he dressed like that in space? Why was he dressed like that in
stupid,
space?
Bro.
He looks stupid as shit.
This Tarzan motherfucker is over here doing Harry Potter shit. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but he's proud of that. It wants us to go watch another hour and a half of this movie that was supposed to be like Star Wars.
But you know what's even more dumb?
Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy, stay in your place because you said no to this dumb shit.
You know what's even more dumb though? My fault for the echo. But you want to know what's even more dumb than both all the factual shit that you said? That Netflix said, I feel like the pitch for his director's cut was that, yeah, it worked for the Snyder Cut. You see what happened with the Snyder Cut? We're gonna do it again.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
But you know what, dog? You don't get the same grace, bro. You don't get the same, bro. The reason why the Snyder Cut worked is because fans just were yearning for something to be good from DC. Nobody's yearning anything from Rebel Moon. Nobody. Not a single person. And there was story left, and there was too much story left incomplete in the Justice League cut that he was allowed to finish in his cut. Now, and I think that's what elevated it from being a 4.5 to me to a 6.5. But Zack
I mean,
Snyder
I
needs
guess
to
it
do
kind of
bro.
is a flex, Smokey. Like, yeah, you get like you swindled a studio to let you release 2 cuts of this movie and one that's gonna probably lose the money. The first one, obviously, because of the intrigue, but bro, I don't think that. I don't know how that number figure works.
The
With
first one
Netflix,
is the
so I'm
first
gonna
one is a
stop acting
flex.
like but
The first
it's
one is
it's
a
a
flex.
flex. It's a flex to
Like the
be able
first one,
to. It is.
it's
100%.
an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment. Like you got wronged out of a movie. Like let's not forget like how wronged he got out of his Justice League movie. Apparently, like he got wronged out of that movie, right? But then this next thing isn't a flex. Like you only do that shit once. You don't make it your thing as the person who needs to drop a second movie.
I mean,
and I feel like Netflix is dumb for falling for that.
I mean, he's flexing that he was able to do it again, but like it's bro, the
It
movie's
sounds like a swindle
good.
flex.
Like you have, I'm sorry, bro, you just literally cut from every other sci-fi movie you know.
Basically.
Let's have a hippogriff in there.
He's a hippopotamus griffins. Yeah, Justice League is another thing for sure. Netflix already shows wild shit on there. They don't need to. Exactly. Netflix didn't need to hold back nothing. It's not a superhero. It's like a new IP. They could have made it whatever the fuck they wanted. That's why I think it's more stupid of them to do this with a Netflix, because it's like, bro, why? You could have dropped anything you wanted. Now, the first Watchmen, I have to go back and rewatch the first Watchmen. I did watch it, but I don't necessarily recall everything that happened in it just because of my age and when I watched it. But I didn't see the director's cut of that. But the Batman Superman director's cut, I did watch that. I've actually always been higher on Batman Superman than I feel like a lot of people. I'm not saying it was a good movie, but I just love Ben Affleck's Batman.
Mm.
I'm like, to this day, I will argue, and I brought it up at tables before, in real life, that Ben Affleck, to me, is the best Batman and Bruce Wayne combo that we've gotten. Christian Bale was great. You know what I mean? He was dope. I'm not really a big fan out of those beyond Christian Bale, because like I don't find the other ones really match my kind of viewing style of what I like to watch and shit. But what Brad Pitt did and what he did with Brad Pitt and Batman, I just really wish that I would honestly wish that Zack Snyder could do Batman in let me tone that down. I was about to say I wish Zack Snyder could do Batman in the DCU.
No,
but you know what? Like he done fucked up with Rebel Moon. I don't ever want to watch shit that he come out with after Rebel Moon, bro.
To Chillin's point, yes, it was 80 to 90 million, but right, kind of what Smokey was saying, that was all hype in my opinion. Like, I wanted to see what he was doing, since this was supposed to be the next Star Wars and shit like that. Like, I wanted to see, but bro, that shit was ass. I am,
and bro, you talking
very
about
certain
everybody
there's
that's got
probably going to be a
Netflix.
significant drop off. But and then again, everyone's got Netflix, as you said. So.
Hype when the look, it ain't even hype. It's just the fact that it's there.
It's there. It's easy to like. Literally, you just turn it on. But
bro, you know how much shit I've watched on Netflix.
Next.
You know how much shitty shit I've watched on Netflix.
Yeah.
And how much of my views have accounted to that. Like, bro, it's see what the next one gets, and if the next one gets 90 million.
If the next one gets 90 million, that's cool. I'm not shutting up, because to me, I'm not seeing it, and the first one was enough. I don't need to see 3 fucking hours of a shitty movie, dude.
Nah, and
also I'm gonna stop being a dick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop being a dick.
But also fuck Netflix, because they've really been cracking down on this not sharing shit. Like, I share it with my parents. Like, that's the only Netflix is the only thing I don't pay for. My parents pay for Netflix. And like now, like I gotta go to the crib and like get my phone out just so I can watch on my phone. I got them to send me a code every 14 days so I can watch this shit from my crib. Like, Netflix, calm the fuck down, bro. Like, motherfuckers can't be in college, dog. Like, how would college people even, like, watching this shit from college and their parents got their account? Like, it's wild. It's wild days out here for Netflix. Wait, and they're going up more. It's crazy. What was you looking at?
I'm Trev. Wait, what?
90 million views is likely more than what Barbie got, as per Snyder, in theaters.
Yeah, wait. I think I guess I'm confused on the they are paying for the service part. I guess
they're paying for Netflix.
I don't know.
Oh, they're paying for Netflix. None of it's free.
Well, yeah. We know that.
But they didn't just pay to see his movie. You're right. It's because of convenience. Oh, Ryan is in the building. What's going on, Ryan?
Nerd Executive, my guy. What's up, Ryan?
Go holler at the Nerd Executive over there on the YouTubes. Go holler at Chilling in the Basement over there on YouTube. Go for show. What? We just on the watch hour grind now? Are we just on the watch hour grind now, Justin?
Who, me? Oh, yeah. Bro, okay, you want to hear something funny? So, this morning, right? I was so hyped. Because around like 1 o'clock, yesterday, let me rewind. Yesterday, I was at 2,999 for that first part of the partner, whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hit 3,000, you know? Mm-hmm. I know it's been a while. You've surpassed, you know? So I hit 3,006 last night, right? So I applied for the watch hour thingy, well, the monetization, the first level. At 1 o'clock, I guess one of my videos fell off. So now I'm at 2,973.
But it should count for when you put in an application.
It didn't.
Goddamn.
It took it off. I guess it was still in pending. I don't know, but it took it off.
So, well, it's still pending, so you might be straight.
No, it took it all out of pending.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was kind of heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie.
Because that's for like the memberships and stuff. What's that one for?
So yeah, I'd be able to get what memberships and super chats, and then I'm able to like actually use the emotes I have from Twitch over to YouTube. So I was pretty excited, but yeah.
Oh damn! Ryan's coming in here with the hot takes. I think Rebel Moon rated R is going to be good. Look, like I said, I'm still gonna watch the new Rebel Moons just come out. But my whole thing is there's no need for it. There's no need for a second cut because you're on Netflix. Like, there's no need to have 2 cuts of Rebel Moon.
Here, I'm not gonna be a dick about it. All right, guys, I'm done being an asshole about it.
Asshat.
But and keep in mind, y'all are all nerd vengers in here. I love y'all, right? I fuck with y'all heavy.
What's up, Caliber?
It's just me having fun.
Waiting for that King.
Rated R does not fix the dialogue, the choices that were made in this movie. It's not going to help this guy that we don't even see in battle. The dude from Never Back Down. I forgot the brother's name. But we don't see him in battle, but he somehow makes some appearance to come and talk to the whole entire crew after this guy that has the complexion of every vampire we've ever seen gets beat up. It doesn't fix that. I'm sorry. The Rebel Moon is not going to get fixed because it's rated R and they added an hour and 15 minutes.
That was the thing, bro. Like, they changed the story of the Snyder Cut from Justice. Like, they enhanced the story, changed the story a bit. The story, I don't see how the story going to change in this shit unless you just wrote 2 different movies.
I mean, exactly.
Snyder, like, oh my God. Like Netflix, how'd you fall for this? The Snyder Cut what happened with the Snyder Cut, he had his base movie, in the studio, and Joss Whedon came in and made it their own movie. Changed a lot of it. Who is the studio? Who is the person that's coming in and changing Rebel Moon to where he has to get his thing done? I think he totally did this on purpose. So you think he fed us hours of shit just so he can try and feed us a different plate?
Honestly, I could see that. I could honestly see that.
I'm fucking done with this. Justin, you got anything you want to say tonight before we get out of
here? I'll be live tomorrow, man. We are kind of on an hours grind, so I'm not gonna go crazy on the streaming hours, but I am gonna stream and
Justin about to stream for 4 hours tomorrow.
Fuck no, bro, because that wouldn't even do it. That wouldn't even do it because I'll probably have a video fall off tomorrow. So I'm gonna be posting. Go check out the YouTube videos, man. I appreciate you guys. Join the Discords. Join mine. And yeah, man. We can talk more shit, and y'all can figure out how I should give Rebel Moon another chance. Which, yikes. But yeah,
and we already did pay our respects, Nerd Executive. Like I said, I'm no huge Dragon Ball Z fan. But did watch as a kid, and I do understand the impact that it has on a lot of people in the nerd community. So prayers out to that community. Y'all lost the real one.
Man. Prayers out, man.
The nerd
and then
lost the real one.
Prayers out to the family, and I'm kind of like it's super sad, but I'm actually glad that they were able to kind of get their moment first, before it went to the public and all that stuff. So
we definitely touched on that. But look, big news here. We will be back on next Monday, here for another live stream. Mondays and Thursdays. The thing is, bro, I'm about to just focus on these live streams. I'm kind of over shorts. I'm over making videos, and I'm really just going to be doing things with these live streams to make these live streams better and to get the live streams out to the public. So with that being said, we'll see you on Monday.
Real quick.
We'll see you on Thursday.
Real quick.
What's up?
I really think, and this is me, you know how I feel about our show that we have going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a show that could be really fucking on top. And honestly, it boils down to me and Kendall. Our consistency. This is my message to you guys. Look, our consistency's got to get there. We are grinding, both of us behind. Hey, look, I know Kendall knows what to do, so I'll follow this motherfucker. He's my homie. So, but for both of us, we'll get consistent. Look,
mainly for me, Justin ain't never backed out of a stream before, but I did. Justin ain't never backed out. No, you haven't backed out of a stream.
But either way, it's both of us. So look, we got this. We know what we need to do. So me and him both know that we have a show that can be fucking dope. So, but yeah, man. I don't want to say join his Discord anymore because.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm like the times I come down here and try to spend time doing a short and like just really not be fucking with him with the time I come down here to do a video. I just building this shit out. Like, I just need to find one thing to focus on. Like when I was focusing on shorts, we see what happened. When I focus on my videos, let's see what happens. So
that's
really,
where I also think
it's the
I mean, this is us talking out loud, boys. I also think clips might help.
Oh yeah,
because we have some very clippable conversations in here, and honestly, slap a title on that. We'll slap a cool thumbnail on that. Fucking great.
More importantly, they need to go on Twitter and Instagram.
And TikTok.
Yeah, and TikTok.
Mainly TikTok, honestly.
But yeah, we'll be on it. I'm on it. Like I said, to be real though, nobody is in here, just for the people in the chat, nobody's in here canceling streams just because.
No, it's live shit, guys.
Streams don't get canceled just because.
No, it's live shit. And every time, like when I do stream and we're not having a stream, like I tell y'all, it's live shit. Like until this is a full-time job type shit, like y'all gotta like unfortunately y'all gotta deal with it. Like
you know what I mean? Like
it's live shit.
At the end of the day too, like I put my family over a lot of shit too.
Exactly. Like
this week, like, nah, I need time with the fam. because I've been there to when I didn't spend time with the family. I ain't fuck with it. So
yeah, no. They know, bro. They know.
That being said, we'll be here on Monday. We'll be here on Thursday as well. So come back through the Nerds Underground. Back then, hit that like and subscribe button. If you hung out with us this long, then you might as well subscribe to the motherfucking channel with your boy. With that being said, we will see y'all on Monday. Ain't no bars tonight, man. I'm just letting y'all know that now.
Yeah, because I gotta go drop one. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta drop a deuce. Yo, I bet I can rap. He can go take a shit. Come back and I'll still be rapping. Anyway, much love. Deuces. Live a blessed week this week.
Deuces.